arrived at the town of Pioche, Nevada. I'm giving you a view of the town from above real quick before we head in there. Yeah. All right, let's go down there and get a closer look. This is an old silver mining town. Silver was discovered here in the mid-1800s. And town grew around that. It was very much an old Wild West lawless town, filled with saloons and brothels. Disagreements were settled by gunfight. Looks like I have found downtown, doesn't it? A lot of these buildings have been here for a very long time, since around 1900 from what I understand. Wow, very cool. Yeah, here's an old theater. We're going to take a look at this in a minute. I'll just do a pass through town right now. Give you a look. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it as far as downtown is concerned. So, yeah, I'm going to turn around and let's see what else we can find. Is it an ice cream shop? I don't know. It's called Gunslingers. Coffee, ice cream, subs. They've got an old wagon right here. I wonder if that is original. It's pretty fantastic. I mainly wanted to come up here and show you this Thompson's Opera House. Let's go get a quick look at that. This opera house was built in 1873. How fantastic is that? Right next door to it is the Gym Theater. This was built in 1937. What an odd thing. That must have been 60, 70 years ago to see these two right next to each other. It appears it's no longer in operation though. Very cool. And here is the Overland Hotel and Saloon. It's been there a long time. Alright, well, there's downtown again. Let's go see some more stuff. There are about 1,200 people here. That's the 2023 estimate. All right. Well, take another drive through the downtown. There's a really old historic building to try to find. Let me tell you some other stuff though. Median age is 47. 73% of this town is male. Only 27% is female. What do you think, guys? I don't know about that. If I'm single, I want to be in a place with a few more ladies. 80% of this town is white. 13% is black. 6% Hispanic. Remaining 1% is mixed or other. I want to see this old church. Christ Church. It says it's been here since the late 1800s. Wow. That's a long time. Well, you can just feel the old Wild West vibes here. Let's take a look at median household income. $76,194 a year. That's $14.65 a week. Here's poverty. 11.1 overall. School-age children, 34. That's really high. 65 and older, it's 9%. Okay, and here's a quick look at cost of living. It's a 90. Transportation's the highest at 104. Housing's a 74. All right. Looks like we found the fire station. There it is. Pretty cool. Hospital. Well, the old historic building that I told you about is right up here. So I'm going to pull over and we'll take a look at it. Yeah, it's right here. This is the old Lincoln County Courthouse. It's also called the $1 Million Courthouse. It was built in 1872. It was only supposed to cost about $88,000 to build, but it ended up costing over $1 million due to mismanagement and corruption and cost overruns. Yeah, and the building is famous for that. Can you imagine $1 million in the late 1800s? I mean, that's a lot of money now. Back then, forget about it. That is a ton of dough. Well, doesn't look like we can go in. See the inside. And basically a museum now. There's a building next to it. I'm not sure what this was. I think a hotel. You can see it is pretty bad shape. Yeah, it is. Mountain View Hotel. Well, we can look at the info right here. This hotel was built in 1895 by the Eli Valley Mines to house their guests, and laying claim to such overnight guests as Herbert Hoover. Wow. Yeah, I read about this. This was considered one of the finest hotels in the western United States when it was built. And like I said, presidents and politicians and lots of famous people stayed here. Let me back up and give you a good look. Yeah, it is in pretty bad shape now, though. Let me see if I can look in one of these windows. All right, here we go. What's inside here? Not really anything. Just a bunch of junk. Wow. It's kind of amazing, isn't it? I mean, you think about how long that stuff's probably been in there. I wonder if we can look in somewhere else. Let's try here too. Pretty awesome, huh? And what a view it had. Looking out over the town and the valley below. Nice, huh? Alright. And here's the current county courthouse. That is Art Deco. I am at the Boot Hill Cemetery right now. And I've got a sign on this side. Boot Hill Cemetery, crime was rampant in Pioche in the early 1870s. During the first few years of the boom days, it was said that 72 men were buried with their boots on before anyone died of natural causes. Many of these men are buried in this old Boot Hill Cemetery. And, well, they've got a newer cemetery here, but here's the actual Boot Hill Cemetery. It's been here since 1870. You want to read this? See what it says. September 20, 1870. Killed by George Hirsch. Neat. Wow, huh? 1875, shot by officer 5 times. Margan, feared by some, respected by few, detested by others, shot in back 5 times from ambush. Things were certainly different then, weren't they? Pretty awesome imagery. I mean, to stand here and look at it. Guys, it's pretty cool. Alright, well, I checked crime. That's pretty good. Last year, 12 incidents per 1,000 people. The U.S. is 23. So crime here is about half that. Alright, I didn't give you median home value yet either. $196,800. Well, I've searched and searched for the post office, and I can't find it. I would just look it up on my phone, but there is no phone service here. Yeah, I'm running blind. Luckily, I know how to get back to where I need to go. Alright, well, yeah, I think we've seen enough here. Let's head to the next town. Alright, I am in Caliente, Nevada. Heading into town now. This was a very prosperous rail town in the early 1900s. The population by 1930 was around 5,000 people. Yeah, but here's the 2023 estimate, 613. Yeah, that's a lot of people gone. Median age is 50. 58% of this town is female. So 42% is male. Alright, it looks like I've hit the downtown. Guess we'll drive through and take a look, huh? See what's going on here in Caliente, Nevada. Now, there's some hot springs here, which would explain the name, Caliente is Spanish for hot, as I'm sure most of you know. Maybe some of you don't. I guess that's pretty much it on downtown. 84% of this town is white, 4% black, 3% Hispanic, 2% Native American. Remaining 7% is mixed or other. Yeah, I figured I'd tell you that real quick first. And how about if I give you the median household income? Pretty interesting. U.S. Census, or at least the site I use, has a big NA. So I had to look it up on Data USA, another site that I use sometimes. They have the median household income here at $36,400. That's not very much. This is a old train depot. Let's get out and take a look at the front of it. Some of the tracks that run through town, right in front of the old train depot. Looks like Spanish mission architecture. From what I understand, City Hall is here now. That's what it's used for. Yeah, they could do worse for City Hall, am I right? It's a beautiful building. It's in immaculate condition. Kind of impressed. Yeah, they've got a boxcar museum. It's not open right now though, but I had to come over here because look who's hanging out. Well, he doesn't seem to be scared of me yet. Let's see if he jumps over. Oh, I was hoping he would jump over. There he goes. That's always an awesome sight to see, isn't it? Don't worry, I'm not chasing you. Yeah, they've got a caboose here. And a boxcar. I don't think I can go in. Yeah, the doors are all locked, but I think we can take a peek inside. So why don't we do that? Yeah, pretty cool. Can't see inside the boxcar though, unfortunately. Let's see what's back here. Well, let's see. Let me give you poverty. 9.9 overall. School-age children, 0. Wow. 65 and older, 10%. Yeah. Poverty's pretty good. Cost of living, 86. Transportation's highest at 105. Goods and services are 104. Housing's 48. All right. Well, here's the median home value of the town. $169,600. Carl's Burgers and Sandwich. Yeah, I'm on the other side of downtown. Or other side of the tracks from the other part of downtown. Just taking a look real quick. There's a beautiful old church here. Catholic Church of the Holy Child. They've got some pretty awesome looking houses here. A lot of stucco. Friends, the House Inn. Oh, it looks like a bed and breakfast of some sort, maybe. Yeah. It's pretty nice. Well, across the way there, I don't know if you can see where it says Hot Springs Motel. I was going to go over there, but it's all blocked off. This particular motel was owned by fundamentalist group of the Mormon Church, led by Warren Jeffs. You may remember him. He's in prison now, but he would marry underage girls to the male members of his congregation that he approved of. Anyway, that particular branch of the church, he ran it, owned this motel, and this is where they would come to marry those young girls to all these older guys in his church. Now, like I said, he's in prison, and the church sold this motel. Someone else owns it now. And I was looking at some of the reviews. It was getting good reviews, but apparently no longer. It appears that it is closed. It's an old abandoned motel. Just out here in the desert. Below some craggy mountains. Well, I'm in Panaca, Nevada. Spud shop. Spud nuts. Whoa. Those sound pretty good, huh? Well, let's see, the population here, about 1272. This is very much a dirty, dusty desert Nevada town. Yeah, so let's take a look around. Median age is 31. 61% of the town is female, 39% male. It is 88% white, 8% Native American, 4% mixed race. Now this looks like a football field or track. It's got quite the backdrop, though, doesn't it? That is really cool looking. This is one of 2 towns in Nevada where they don't allow gambling. It is also a dry town, so there's no alcohol sales either. Now, where's the fun in that? I ask you guys. Well, let me see. Let me give you median household income. $61,935 a year. It's almost $1,200 a week. And poverty is pretty good too. 5.7 overall. School-aged children, 6%. Retirement-aged folks, 0. We've got some very old houses here. This is the Wadsworth house. It was built in 1880. Look at it. And I believe that's the Edwards house next to it. Yeah, right here. That was built in 1865. That kind of bluish house. 1865, and there it still stands. Amazing. See some of the different stuff they have here. I guess this is a church. It's a Wonderful Life. Let me give you cost of living. So 96. Transportation's the highest at 105. Housing's the lowest at 81. All right. And I did check crime. Last year, 12 incidents per 1,000 people. U.S. is 23, so another low crime town. Crime here is about half of what it is across the rest of the country. So that's a house with a detached garage and a horse out front. That's pretty neat. Here's the Wadsworth and Sons General Store, or formerly that. It's the Heritage Center now. That was built in 1880.